Um, Hi. Uh, Glad that you're here. I'm just thinking about, I just did, I don't know, like 6 clips out on the deck for my last video, part one and part two. And I had a bonus clip. And I'm starting to think, you know what? I think I'm just going to make a bunch of clips. And then when I have, when I'm on the computer, I will then do the intro and the outro and put it together. Whatever clips will fit in a decent amount of time. Um, Honestly, I don't know. How do other YouTubers do it? Like, if anybody knows or if anybody on here is a YouTuber, um, how do you do it? Do you do just like a bunch of clips and then after you do the intro and the outro? Or do you just do it in one sitting? In my case, that doesn't work because we all know how much I can talk. So my videos can go like an hour easily. Um, but yeah, let me know in the comments down below. And please like and subscribe. Um, Anyways, so this video, this is the intro of this video. I'm going to do a bunch of clips. Um, I also got in the mail. Where did I put it? Oh, here he is. Yeah, yesterday we went on errands, and when we got back, I just put everything in the room it belonged, and that was it. I didn't put anything away. So, anyways, this came a couple days ago. This is the accordion file. And then yesterday, my files folders came. Now this I use for multiple things. Not only for some of the items that are in here that needs labeling, but I also use it for my journals. So, and ephemera and stuff like that. So this is a multiple use thing. And then this is the second one, because I have one in the bottom drawer of my filing cabinet. This is going to go in the top. This is going to hold all my papers for journaling. And the bottom drawer has my mom and my, yearly document stuff. All right, now, let's see what it says here. 24 pockets. So that should be more than enough. If you think of the things I print, magazines, then you have the line paper, the graph paper, the tracing paper, the accounting paper, and then I have some other papers. That's 10, let's say. Then I have the material paper. I have the wrapping paper. I have the shelf liner paper. So hopefully that'll be enough. But remember, this is just going to be the full-size sheets. Now the 12 by 12s will not fit in there. So it's just the 8.5 by 11. It's going to be all in that top drawer. So out of sight, out of mind. And then with the 12 by 12, I'll have to figure something else out. Because right now I have it in that blue tote there. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. That recycling container, the blue one. It has 4 of those plastic containers with all the 12 by 12s. So I do want to get rid of that. I just haven't figured out how yet. I did see this type of plastic office equipment, but they were individual sleeves. And it holds about, I think it said 15 or 20 sheets. They come in packs, so I don't remember right now if it was a 12 pack or a 6 pack or what. But I was thinking maybe that'll work, because then I could have all the graph paper, like the, not graph, but like the abstract papers in one. I could have the girly girl ones in another. Then I can have the, sort of like the old kind of paper in another. You know what I mean? I can kind of divide them up. And then it'll be 6 envelopes. They're big. They're 12 by 12. But they're more like envelopes. And so I'm thinking that might work for my 12 by 12. And then I can just have it standing up somewhere, like in with my binders or something. So then that would be the 12 by 12s. And then anything smaller I have in those three up there. Those three up there, that's going to need a new home now because I want to get rid of this shelf, right? So that is today's project, is to get rid of that shelf. All right, so I will pause you until I'm ready for the first clip and the second clip and blah, 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 blah. And I'll see you in a minute. So I just unpacked this accordion. So it has this elastic here and a button that the elastic goes around to keep it closed. Does not have a handle or anything, which is fine. And then you just unhook it and you open it up, and this is what it looks like. So you have the two pockets here, which in the other one I put my mom's SIN card and my SIN card, which is social insurance number, because you're not supposed to carry it with you. It's more chance of identity theft. So you're supposed to memorize your number, but you have to keep the card just in case. So in my mom, in the other drawer, I have my mom's and mine in here. And then the first half is my papers and the second half is her papers. So I use the back, the one is the anything older than 7 years, 8 years. I think I do 8 years. So anything older than whatever, 7 or 8 years. And then you've got the yearly. So I have, that's the old stuff, the souvenir kind of stuff, I call it. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, even if I do 8, she still has 3 more here. Right? Because, yeah, that makes 12. So this red one, it starts her section, and this is my section. So we both have a souvenir one, and then 7 years, or 8, I'm not sure. And then you got 2 in the front, which is like current things, you know, like during the year I get all her monthly expense from the nursing home that she's in. So then I'll put every month those sheets in one of these slots. And then if anything else comes up, that goes in the other slot. And then at the end of the year, I then bunch it up, and then I move the oldest one, becomes now the newest one, wherever it is in the running. So you take out the oldest, the tab for the oldest one, you take out those papers, you put the current, then these things in the front you put into the current, the items that you need to keep, you put in the current. The stuff that was in there that is the oldest, you then go through and see if you need anything, you keep it. If not, sometimes I'll just take a 25% or like a quarter of a sheet, and I'll just write notes on it. I'll put the year on the top and write notes, and then that'll go in the souvenir one. So anything I want to know, or I want to remember, you know, or I need to keep, will be in the memory one. And then, yeah. So now with my papers, what I'll do is I'll put in the front the line paper, the graph paper, the accounting paper, and all those. And in the back, I'll put all the papers that I'm creating, like the shelving paper, the wrapping paper, the materials that I did a copy on paper, all the ones that I create, the pages though, not, you know, like not an ephemera. It's a full-size page where the whole page is one pattern. So the front will be the ones I bought as is, and the back will be the ones I create. And it'll only be 8.5 by 11 in here, and it will go in the drawer. Now I'll show you the drawer. I'm gonna have to make the tripod smaller, and then it's down there. I don't know. Hopefully you can see it like that. Hopefully it opens. Okay, See, as you can see, I've already got some papers in here. This thing won't go any lower. I may have to back you up. Oh, there we go. That worked. So there we go. Sorry. It does that sometimes. My bad. This grippy thing is not as good as it used to be. Okay, we got you back on the grippy thing. You're in good. So now, okay, now hopefully I don't touch it. Everything's fine. All right. So like I said, I already have some things in here, but I don't know if those things are going to stay in here. So for now, I'll just take this one out. The construction paper. Now if I had both drawers, it'd be no problem for space, right? But, and then this one's really wide. It's tight in here. So I'll take this one out. This is the watercolor paper. This might be the one from Amazon. And then I found this watercolor paper. Or is this cardstock? This might be cardstock. But I have a lot of it. So we're going to take that out for now. And we'll leave that. And now I'll show you this. So all I do is this flap gets folded over. And then I put it in here. Hold on a sec. Let me check. See, I don't have any arms on it. I don't have this arm on the other one. All right. So I guess I'm taking everything out. And we're going to remove this arm. Do I remember how? No. Oh, thank God I didn't break it. Okay, then this should fit in there. This part is fine. It's just the very back is tight. So you're going to push it as far back as you can. Remember, this is the folded over flap and it fits fine. And then this you can open as far as you want. And there you go. Now I do have some in the front, and in this one I just have it sitting there. So like these guys, they would just sit in the front. Which is fine, but it won't work until there's stuff in here. So I'm going to put stuff in here and then see how full, how much space I need. And then the other ones will just sit in the front. All right, I'll show you when I'm done. All right, so here's what it looks like now. So papers, photocopies that I did with materials back here. There's a tile I bought. I really love the pattern. So I thought I would print it and then maybe cut out each square for an ephemera. And then there's my coffee dyed paper, the blue acrylic dyed paper. Then there's origami paper, there's cardstock, there's more colored cardstock, more blotchy kind of colored. Then there's the odds and ends. I don't know where I got these two from. There's a calendar. There's coloring, adult coloring. There's another adult coloring in here too. Plus in here is the acrylic and watercolor picture I have done is back there too. Then these are just magazines with puzzles in it that I can throw into journals. There's the mulberry paper with the dried flowers on it. Now this is really tight in here. See this with the flowers? There's music paper, accounting paper. That's the one from Scott that it's a writing paper, but it has the road on it, like adventuring. Tracing paper, line paper. Now I have the oldest in the front, the newest in the back. This is graph paper, and then I have the big graph paper here because it's a legal size, so it doesn't fit in the file. So this is the letter size, and this is the legal, where it has room to, go over. Line paper, the antique line paper from forget what country, below Mexico. One of those countries there. My mom had lined paper from there. I don't know why, but she did. So I have that there. Yeah, and then construction paper, more cardstock. This is a watercolor one. And then this is a watercolor paper. So these two are watercolor paper, but they're different brands. This is the one from the dollar store, $3.25. It is, I believe this one is, it's a little more. It's 11 3/8 by 8 1/4. So this is a little wider than regular paper. Can I get it back in there? And then this one is the one I got from Amazon. Same watercolor paper. This one's even bigger. It's 9 by 12. So this would work really well if you fold them in half to make covers for the journals. Because it's bigger than the 8.5 by 11, which means it would give that little bit extra that you need going around on the sides for a journal cover. So this would work well for journal cover. And then here's some more cardstock of some sort. Do I have a front label to it? I don't think I do. I think this was bought bulk. Yeah, it was bulk. And even though this one sticks up, it might be a 12 by, no, it can't be a 12 by 12. Maybe an 11 by 11. It does stick up, but it's fine. It passes. And then when you open it, it's fine. Just that upper part will get moved around. So there is my filing cabinet. I still have these files, which in some of them I've already got them in files, like these in the back. But the files aren't really labeled. Some of them are. Drawer liners are in the back. Then you can tell it's material. But where my adult coloring pages are, I have no idea. Like, not all of them are marked. And if I don't need to use these file folders, I won't. Because as you can see, it's pretty tight. Like, my fingers can fit, but it's pretty snug. So yeah, you want the room. And so if I don't need to use these, I won't. But when I when I get rid of that black resin shelf and I put the table there, I may use it for stuff then. Never goes to waste. Some of those papers were in these hanging file folders. I'm going to keep them. You never know. There's only, 5 of them? Who knows? If I see in like 2 months or 3 months that I'm not using them and I don't need them, I'm all settled, I'll get rid of it then. Anyways, so that's it for the filing cabinet. Now I'm going to go over to the black resin shelf. So I did it. That black resin shelf that was back there in the corner is now gone. Well, it's not gone, but it's gone out of my room. So now what I want to do is, you see that white folding table there. I have another one like it over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear everything off of this one. I'm going to turn that one around, put this one right next to it. So there's going to be two of those white folding tables side by side. Now the reason why I want them running that way is because then you have the opening. Here on this one, maybe you can see what I'm talking about. See, there's an opening. So if I have it running this way and the other one in front, you still can access underneath. If I have it running this way, then you've got the four legs. Two from this one would be here, and then there would be two more. So you'd have the four legs here in the front, which would make it harder to get plastic totes in and out, crafting totes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it like this one, both of them on the other side. And then there won't be anything here. But let's see how much it space-wise, what it looks like if I end up moving the desk, how much room is here, because then maybe I can put my filing cabinet here. And then, yeah, future possibilities. But anyways, I'm going to go and move the two white things and I'll be back. All right, so the filing cabinet that you see here is the last that I showed you. It is now, as you can see, 9:52. It's almost 10 o'clock. I've been working all this time. I took a couple of breaks, did some laundry in between. And so now it is done. So there is the cabinet. Excuse me. There. And there's the corner, my desk. That black shelf is gone. I'm going to go over here to show you the room. So here is where that one white table used to be, the side table. It is now over in that corner with the other one. The two of them are side by side. And I put two of the white wooden crates on it. And it does stick out a bit. I moved the two dressers over as much as I could up until that wooden crate. So there is a bit of a gap there, right there. But the crate sticks out. So that's why the dresser can't go any further. But I have everything in that corner now. The binders, the paper, whatever else in papers. The old book pages are up in that blue basket. Anything bigger than an 8.5 by 11 are in those two there. One's cardstock and one is paper. My projects are along there. Those are all my projects. Here I put the stickers together there, and then the ephemera ones are together here, and like the embellishments, sorry. And then all the ephemera is in those four natural wooden crates. My tools that used to be under that white table that was here is now over there. You can see the orange box. So what I'll do is I'll move over there now. So there is the stack of all those boxes. That's all the furniture, painting supplies, the hardware, my tools, and all that. Now I should be able to eliminate one more of those blue boxes. Um, but that's a project for another day. That black container there is now my new, I have those little mini chocolate bars and small candies. Every now and then, if I feel like having some, I have a little bit in there. It's not a very big box, but. And then down here, I have my chips and my shortbread cookies. Those chips are the ones that are lightly salted. And I have to put them in Ziploc bags, divide the bag into 4. And then each bag is 1 serving. So I moved my printer here. Underneath are those 2 green ones that used to be on this black resin shelf over here, the one that's still here. Those 2 green ones were there. So the one in the back is the Amazon bags, the paper bags, the mailers, all those kind of things that are the basis for me to create either a journal cover or ephemera or that kind of thing. And then the green one in the front, that is all the 12 by 12s. So I would like to narrow it down to just maybe 2 of those boxes, those individual boxes. But I believe there's 5 there, 4 or 5. So that's all the ephemera. That's that's all the papers that are 12 by 12. And then here I have my garbage can. Behind it I have a container of my punches. That's the macrame. I'm thinking of maybe hanging it up on that wall now that the wall's clear. I'm not sure. So the dresser drawers are still the same. My markers are there. And where did I put the glues? Oh, right there. That blue box next to the yellow one, right there, that has all my glues that I'm actively using. Any extra like backup is actually, I believe, in the orange drawer there. It's in one of those drawers. I have more with the tapes and the washi tapes and all that. But the ones I'm using are there. So when I need glue, I just grab that. It has a handle. I think I got it from the dollar store. You just pick it up by the handle, bring it over to the desk, use the glues that you need. And it's the same with the markers there. And then I do have 2 more packs of markers. Right there between the blue and the black bins. Right there between the blue and black, there's 2 packages there. One is, I think, either watercolor markers or acrylic paint markers. And then the other one is pastels, I think. Something like that. So those are all for future projects. And then my fussy cutting is back there. This is my personal, right there, personal bin under the printer. Those are the maps that I'm not wanting to keep. Those are the ones that I can use for ephemera. The ones, this stuff here are the ones I want to keep. And those are my binders and also some file folders. Here there's the binder dividers and the display pages are there. Yeah. So, and then here I had this bin down here and that one there. Well, I added this one up here. So those are the 3 bins, that is knitting and crocheting, yarn, and projects. Some that I started, some that my mom started. Up there is all the wood, including the bird houses, which I don't think you can see, but they're on this side here. My cream project is there. And then on the very top is all those papers. Now what I'm thinking is moving those papers, the shelf liner, the wallpaper, moving all that off of that shelf, which then means I can remove the top shelf, and then instead of it being 4 shelves, 5 with the top, it would be 1 less. And I am actually thinking of moving it. Sorry if you get dizzy. I know I'm moving sometimes a little fast. I'm thinking of putting it in that bin. So all the wrapping paper, the shelf liner, all that would be in that bin. And then, oh yeah, and this printer paper that's here in this, I should be able to move that now too. So then if I move that paper over there, then it's 1 less shelf. So it'll be like that, which is more in line with that side. And then the ceiling will be more open for air circulation. And eventually I'd like to get rid of 1 more shelf on there, and then I'd be happy. But I don't know. We'll see. One thing at a time, right? But yeah, so we got it all sorted out. And I think it has a nice open feel now. I did end up moving my desk over, which means now that light is not centered. My camera mount is centered, but the light is no longer centered because I moved my desk over a bit to put those hardware bins there. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the results. It does look a little cluttered, but it doesn't invade the space. For me, I like it to be open and airy. And it wasn't with that big black shelf. Now it feels more open and airy. It makes me feel more like doing something. You know what I mean? Doing projects and getting things done because everything is more open now. And then I wanted to show you with my Amazon order, I got 2 more nightshirts. I got this one that says, I love coffee. It's another nightshirt. And I got this one, to the moon and back. So those are 2 new ones you'll be seeing on me. Now on these 2, I ordered a 2X. This is 2X, 3X. What's the other one? Oh no, the other one just says 2X, size 2022. Now these are too big on me. Come on, focus. Why isn't it focusing? Oh, maybe because of the hanger. If I take it off the hanger. There we go. 60% cotton, 40% polyester. It has to be 60% or more. I have some that's 100% cotton. Because of my psoriasis, I have to have cotton. Anyways, I was going to say, I ordered 2X this time. 2X is way too big on me. I wear XL. But I figure it doesn't hurt to have some that are really, really loose, because sometimes you feel bloated and it's nice to have something loose and free. Also, when it's hot, you want something that's loose and free. You don't want it a perfect fit. You know what I mean? So I did order these too big. When I wear them, I have to wash them. But when you see me wearing them, you'll see that they're way too big on me. But that's okay. It's sleepwear. I had one that was XL, and it was not higher cotton. It was what's that? Was it rayon? Yeah, I think it was rayon and spandex or something like that. Anyways, it made me feel very hot all the time. It didn't let my skin breathe. So I took it over to my daughter's when we went on Saturday, yesterday, and my granddaughter wanted it. And I'm like, this is going to be too big on you. No, she wanted it. So my oldest granddaughter now has one of my PJs. Um, but yeah, I love them. Anyways, and that's about it in this room. I didn't get anything from Amazon for this room. One nice thing about this room, right there, you can see out the window. You can see my lights. Here, let me see if I can zoom in. See, my patio lights are on. So that's one nice thing about this window. That's why this dresser I was considering maybe moving. Is that what it's supposed to be? I don't know. Yeah, that looks about right. No, it's still a little close. Anyways, I was thinking of moving that one of those dressers over here instead of having that blue bin, just to get rid of the blue bin and put one of the dressers here, because then there'll only be one dresser there and it would be easier to look out the window. Mind you, you can tell that the window ledge is not much lower than the dresser. I was just thinking then when I sit at my desk, I could look out. So I don't know. But that's where it's at right now. When I do a craft room tour in a couple of months, then I will go through each drawer and each item and everything. I just wanted to show you how I made this room more open and airy. And so, yeah, yeah. So I really like that corner now. It's sort of like a corner where you go to get things to do a project on the desk. Do you know what I mean? Like, or to put things away. Just like over here. Those wooden crates plus what's above it. It's like if you need something, it's there available. You can just grab what you need, do your project. Oh, and on my desk, those papers are the analytics. I am writing it down, but I watched a couple of videos yesterday, last night, and I want to watch some more videos. Nothing yet that explains more on how to set up your channel and that. There was nothing really to give you pointers on how to improve your channel, to check this or that on your analytics, and how to translate it, like that kind of thing. There was nothing so far, so I'm still looking. But anyways, I will leave you here. This is Sunday, but I don't know when I'm going to post this video. Might not be till Wednesday or Friday or something. I do have 3 days this week I'm going out. 2 are appointments and 1 is a get-together. So I will do my best to post all 3 of these videos I did today. Do my best to put them together, edit it, and post it. So on that note, I will let you go. I hope you enjoyed this overview. I started off showing you each step along the way, but it ended up just like taking me out of my tunnel vision on what I want to do and what I want to accomplish. Like my bed was full of those bins and binders and folders and all kinds of stuff. Like I get in the zone and then I can't stop to like do a video clip or do a clip of me and then do it on fast forward. I wouldn't even know how to do that at this point. So I did the best I could, and I hope you enjoy the video. I really love that corner. Like, I can't say enough about it. It really makes me feel good. Makes me happy. I just might put the macrame up now, and I can put, oh yeah, I still have a bin down here, way down and next to the chair, down there under my purse. There's a bunch of personal items in there that I have nowhere to put because I don't have those 4 wooden crates, those 4 white ones. They used to be bolted on the wall, and I put my personal knickknacks, like my souvenirs from my mom and that, I had up on that shelf, but I don't have that shelf anymore. So now I have to find a new place to put it, and maybe that macrame up on that wall will give me some more places to put souvenirs. All right, everybody, take care. Remember, do what makes you happy, and everything else will fall into place. Take care, everybody.